Hello, everyone. Hello, everyone. Hi, you guys.
Hello.
How's everyone doing? Oh my gosh, it is a wonderful, wonderful Thursday. And we're back.
Yes.
We're back once again. And welcome, everyone. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Renita Williams. You can find me on Instagram. It's Renita's World. And we love to invite you to spend a nice time with us this evening. We are the Cupcakes, and we are in the room, the powder room tonight. And of course, we don't drink the tea. We
No,
don't
we
sip
don't.
the tea. We
We
cut
don't.
the cake. And what do?
And we eat it
I
too.
don't have any cake with
Ooh, yummy, yummy, yummy.
at work today, but Diane is not up here. She was. I'm going to try to pull her up, but Marlene has her cupcake in her hand.
Too. I
Welcome,
love
Marlene.
cupcakes. It's so good to see you. I missed my cupcakes. Oh, it's so good to see you, Renita. Yes,
I
yes, yes. Felicia,
miss
good to
you.
see you, dear.
Well, thank
Yes.
you.
Yes,
And
thank
we
you
have
for joining
Felicia
us.
here joining us as another cupcake in the room. Felicia is one of my childhood friends from a small town in Essex County, New Jersey. And Felicia actually just got off the Royal Caribbean Freedom of the Seas cruise from
Ooh.
Nassau, from the Port of Miami, headed to Nassau and Coco Cay, as you can see behind me. Move my chair.
Lovely.
Coco Cay is my backdrop for the evening. Wait, let me move that all the way. Wait, you got to get a good.
We can
There you
see
go.
it. Perfect.
Got it?
Okay.
There it is.
There
Yes.
you go. Coco
There
Cake.
There it is. And guess what? A lot of people are starting to follow the blueprint. I'm like, did we start a trend or something with our cruise? I'm serious.
Okay.
I feel really happy because I'm like, we really have started something trendy down here. And a lot of people are now making their destinations Nassau and Coco Cay on Royal Caribbean. I
Okay.
was like, wow, I feel really
Lovely,
good.
lovely, lovely.
We're
Where the
starting a little
good.
trend, a little sensation around town, and I feel really good about it. And it's really awesome to see that because people obviously see the magic and they see the momentum and they see what's going on with cruising and putting together groups because again this our cruise is about positive vibes and it is the Tommy Williams YouTube show. Of course, we have a lot of subscribers and thank you subscribers. We're almost at our 16,000th subscriber and the 16,000 is like a magical number. So when we get to that particular number and find that particular person that made it 16,000, the host of the channel has a big announcement and he'll
Okay.
talk about that a little later when we see who he is. Of course,
Awesome.
everyone already knows. Well, most of you don't, but because now it's a cupcake, so it's all about us right now, right? It's all about the cupcakes. So it's good to see you, Marlene. I know you've been very busy with studies and getting a lot of accolades going for yourself, and that's what we do.
Yes, yes, yes. I've been working hard trying to take another graduate course. And of course, I'm still working with the real estate. So I'm learning that. I showed an apartment. I've got a client now to sell her a house in Bergen County. So I'm learning. Yeah, I'm learning and I'm having fun. Learning and having fun. Yeah.
That's the thing, having fun. Like when I go into my workplace during the day and, where I do another program in the evening where I'm, doing a lot of operations. It is fun. Like we had our Secret Santa today. We had a potluck today. I made this wonderful organic salad. Shout out to that crew. You know who you are. And I'm not going to, say anything because they might want to come on and I'll definitely invite them to the show. But it's fun. Like I'm having fun. And with the cruise, it's like all of this planning is just fun and it feels good. And
we might as well. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, it's for a cause.
Yes.
It's for a feel-good cause, again, for like-minded people who have different gifts and treasures to bring forth to each other, right?
Absolutely.
So my vision, when we actually kind of brainstormed and brainchild this whole Positive Vibes cruise, that's what pretty much it was. That's what this platform is. And we wanted to bring those like-minded people together. And again, we have people coming from different entities. Again, we have the Pan-Hellenic, which are all the Greek letter organizations of all different nationalities. And let's be clear, there are Pan-Hellenic Greek sororities and fraternities on different campuses who are not who are not African American.
Wow, I
So
didn't
we
realize that.
connected with a lot of other sororities and fraternities who are outside of HBCUs and who actually just have their own mission, their own model, their own whole mission of within their own sorority and fraternities. That's the main thing that we wanted to kind of make it more of a conglomerate, right? And also we wanted to, of course, invite, because Tom is representing the HBCU entity. And again, there's a plethora. And of course, people, if you don't know someone, you're related to someone that's gone or you've gone yourself. And I'm strong about where I attended, of course, the illustrious Hampton University. But we have our entrepreneurs, because that's another sector, because that's something that we also are a part of. I've delved into several direct marketing
I know.
organizations where it's thriving. Currently, I'm with one, and also you guys be on the lookout for the pink champagne diet. That's all I'm going to say. I'm just going to keep it there, and we'll talk about it a little later. But I have some things actually brewing as we speak, and this is going to be something that we're going to be pushing up through the cruise, and of course past the cruise. But I just wanted to tease you guys a little bit about that. But entrepreneurship, okay, that is number one. Everyone, to me, multiple streams of income is what it's all about. Period.
Absolutely.
And we want to invite, and we have invited, and we have several entrepreneurs within different entities across the border, bringing product services to the cruise and to the ship to just provide sampling of their services. It's networking. You know what I mean? This is also this is a networking cruise too. We're talking business. We're talking money, finances, and, reaching our goals and living our dreams. And of course, being debt free, right? Who doesn't
Can't
want to be
wait.
debt free?
I can't wait.
So we have a lot of skilled people who are in different streams of multi-level marketing and direct marketing who are at the top of their game. Seven-figure income, six-figure incomes coming in along with other jobs. And that's just a side, that's just on the side. So we want to see these people in person, some who we know personally who are going to be coming on, and they're going to share their secrets, how to get the momentum going. And, because I have a very, very strong love for entrepreneurship, that's just something that I know a lot of people, even the both of you speaking, everyone has an entrepreneurial, skill and that vibe about themselves. That's what I love.
Yeah.
To that, we have athletes coming, ladies. We've connected, of course. I used to do some work with the Miami Dolphins, so we have a lot of former players coming and current players. And also New Jersey Nets. I had a partnership with them back in New Jersey, so we might see a couple of players come in, and I'm leaving it like that. And they're
Ooh la
inviting
la.
their
Ooh la
friends
la.
and their friends and their friends. And Tony Bell, who was our travel owner, our travel specialist, who's put this entire trip together, has done a phenomenal job. And I can't wait for him to come on this evening to share some more information with us. Marlene,
Yes.
are you all set for the cruise?
I am all set for the cruise. And what you just said, Vanita, whet my appetite even further. I can't wait to get there. And also, I'm interested to learn about the other Greek organizations who aren't African American, because I love to learn. And I didn't really know that they also had Hellenic organizations. So I'm
Sure.
looking forward to learning about them. I'm looking forward to seeing some of your basketball player friends and some of
We're bringing them in. We're recruiting and we're bringing them in. Also we have a lot of entertainers, comedians, but a plethora. But or just party people. We're just people. We want people to come on who want to party, who love to party, who are about positivity, and who just want to let their hair down and everything else and have a great time.
absolutely.
That's the best way I can really explain the whole vibe and the whole vision of this cruise. We didn't want anyone to feel left out. Let me repeat that. And that was very clear because we tried to go certain directions, but it was like, no, because we have people here, we have people over here, over here. So we said, no, we're making it open. Just come on. If you just want to come on and just relax and put your feet up and just chill and not to talk about work that's this cruise is for you too. You know what I mean? So don't feel obligated if you were like, I'm not coming to do this. I don't want to talk about this work or anything. Just come on. Remember, we're only a small group of about 3,000 to 4,000 people max on this particular cruise that we're going to be on. And
Wow.
Freedom of the Seas is a beautiful ship. It's one of the nicer ships with a lot more activities. Let me say this. Now, Felicia, my friend Felicia, just recently, right, Felicia, just got
Right.
off the gamer. Talk about it just a little bit and tease the viewers some as well.
Okay. Well, we had a lot of fun. They do have party time, so you can go and have your party. You have your pools. You have there's a spa. You can go wherever you want. You can go play shuffleboard. I
Okay,
think
well,
about that when I think about.
it's something for everybody on the cruise,
That's
right?
right. There's shuffleboard.
Oh, right.
There's mini golf. There's the
Okay.
wave pool. There's a lot of
And what
stuff you
the
can
club
do.
scene was nice. The party scene was good.
Yes, yes.
Okay. And you
It
said
was
you
nice.
took in a lot of shows. That showroom at the theater was beautiful. And we're gonna put some pictures on our Facebook group page because we have the Tommy Williams Facebook group page and we also have the Freedom of the Seas group page. That's the one you need to really be on. Why? Because once you are on the ship, you're gonna have immediate access to everything that we're doing, and you can actually find us at places on demand. So as soon as we invite you, or if you want to be invited, you invite yourself on the cruise on the group me page for Freedom of the Seas. The Facebook group page, I should say, not group me. Let me reiterate and retract that. So we have the Freedom of the Seas Facebook group page, and it's invite only and it's private. So we either have invited you, or if you request to be invited, then you'll get approved by one of the admins. Now, reason being is because, like I said, we just want everyone to know exactly what we're doing, when we're going to do it, photo shoots, this stuff, dance challenge, whatever,
Right.
out of hip hop challenge, I don't know, jump rope challenge, whatever we're doing, you'll know when and
I
where.
want to do that. Double Dutch. Hope we have that.
Okay, so we're thank you
Over
for
50 jumping double Dutch.
yes. So we're excited. Thank you so much, Felicia. And Felicia, she enjoyed it so much that she's coming back with us on April 28th to May 1st. Felicia and her husband did mention that they came in the day before. Is that correct, Felicia?
Yes, we came a day ahead.
Smart. Smart. Why is that smart? And as you know, Tony Bell has always told us each and every time, come a day early, everyone. If you're coming on a cruise, all of our viewers out there, all of our subscribers, hello, how you doing? How you doing? Please make sure you come a day early. Come on. You know why? Because we're going to have a meet and greet the night before, not too long, because we don't want anyone to get a little tipsy where they can't get up the next day and a little blurry. Let me say blurry. So, we want you to be bright and bushy tailed on April 28th because we want you there early at the port. And once you have your confirmation, Tony Bell's going to send you all of the details. And again, of course, this whole broadcast is previewed and we get hundreds of people that watch it. Thank you everyone who actually watches the rebroadcast and plays it back. We appreciate you because you are the viewers. If you're not getting us live, I love the viewers who come on the playback. Right? I love this. I'm like, oh my gosh, and you guys make some really good comments, and just we love honest comments. Just put comments down. What would you like to see? What do you want us to talk about? What would you like to see more of? Do you want us to see? You want us to see us on location, out and about? You're going to see us on the cruise, so that's one good thing to actually know. You will be seeing us on a cruise. We have someone that looks like they're joining in. I can't tell who that is. It might be Tony Bell. Is it Tony Bell? Wait, I can't. Tony, can you watch us live? Because I'm thinking that's you. Okay, Okay, let's shout out to all of our viewers. Marlene, would you like to shout out to our comments right now in our viewing box?
Absolutely. Oh, come on, computers. Absolutely. I want to shout out T Mac. How you doing, T Mac?
Hey, hi
Thanks
T
for
Mac.
joining us. All right. Oh, I'd like to shout out Miss Gardner. Miss Gardner, do I know you? I know a Miss Gardner now. Miss Gardner 21. All right.
Okay, Hey, Apple Crescent. You know, we have Apple Crescent who's been holding it down for for actually over a year, almost going on 2 years. And she keeps everybody plugged in real on point. So thank you, Apple Crescent. There's China Black.
Hey, China.
Hey, China Black. Boogie's still enjoying his water dish. Thank you so much. He loves it and we love it. We love taking it when we go away on trips. Okay, China Black, she says, oh, double Dutch. China Black, I hope you booked your cabin. Yes, it is Sage. Unbothered because I'm unbothered. And this sage definitely puts me in a really good mood. And it keeps all the positive energy staying around me. And this is something that I've gotten into throughout the years. Yes, I am a believer. And we like to see we like to see Gypsy TT Tarot. Her daughter actually had her baby today, I believe, Nia.
Hey,
Didn't she had
congratulations.
yeah, so congratulations to Gypsy on being a grandmother again.
Nice.
And very good. I love to see everyone in the building. So let's talk some news real quick. Well, not real quick. Let's talk some news because we give it to you live. We try to keep you we're trying to stay on the cutting edge. We love our news. I'm a newsy person, so I love staying in the know with the news. That's just a love that I've had since a child, and it's just stayed with me. I love the news, especially current news and local news. World news I love, but I love my local national news as well. So shout out right now, and I know everybody's been shouting it out all day. Brittany Griner,
Yes. Yes.
congratulations! It's about darn time. It's about damn time, and it was just totally freaking necessary and totally long overdue. I'm pissed right now because it's taking so freaking long. What do you think about that, Marlene?
Yeah, 10 months for what? I mean, I'm just so happy that she is released. But as you said it well, for what? She had less than an ounce of marijuana.
That was
So it was totally, in my opinion, about something else. But I'm so happy that she's home, on her way
right.
home. On her way home.
Yeah, and she was it was a trade. It was a trade with I believe a Russian arms
Merchant
dealer.
merchant of death.
Yeah, merchant. So it was really
Yeah.
like they wanted this particular person in their custody, so they just did a trade. And I just believe that a lot of politicians had a lot to do with that push. I mean, I think a lot of athletes, a lot of NBA players, WNBA players, they were pushing it. They were making sure that this happened. And I'm glad it was broadcasted on the news daily to see her day to day. But the most thing that everyone is really saying, more than anything, she has the American support, but she deserves the American cash.
What do you
The
mean?
American cash because of how much money she's lost
Oh, I didn't think about
playing
that.
professional basketball by sitting in a jail cell. All right.
Right.
And on that note, you know what I mean? We're just going to say hey to Tony Bell right now. He's in the building.
Tony.
Hey y'all, what's
Hey,
happening?
Tony.
What's
Hey,
going
Hello.
on?
How
How's
are you?
everybody?
Good.
How's everything
Doing good.
going?
Everything's good. Everything's
Happy
good.
Friday Eve.
No complaints. No
You see my
complaints.
backdrop with Coco K in the back.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I see it. I love it. I love it.
That's my green screen for tonight. And
Nice.
I've been seeing some things popping in on some emails, Tony. So tell us what's happening with the cruise. And a lot of people have had some questions regarding boarding, getting to the port where they should park if they're
Oh
driving.
wow. Okay. All right.
Yeah.
Cool. All right. Yeah. So I mean, the cruise is on. People are booking that, which is great. So yeah, we're on the ship with tons of people, right? So there's going to be a lot of people on that cruise. People are booking big time, even outside of our own group. So it's getting full. So those who have not yet booked, I strongly advise that you do definitely book. So April 28th to May 1st, right? We are going to be on the Freedom of the Seas, Royal Caribbean's Freedom of the Seas, and exciting.
Now, again, we mentioned, of course, get here a day early. That is the one thing.
Yes, get here a day early because you don't want to miss the ship. That's one of the main reasons why they tell you to do it. Because I'll tell you, if something happens with your flight's late, you're trying to come in the day of, you don't get to the port in time. In fact, I was just on a cruise not that long ago, and something happened where, we had somebody that was supposed to come in the night before. They came in the day of, and they were close. It
Wow.
was close. I mean, they made it
Wow.
probably by about an hour, but
Oh,
you don't want to be that close. You really don't. You don't want to take that chance and then ruin the opportunity that you have to have fun on that ship. So I was
yeah.
get in early, and plus we're gonna probably be doing some things the night before. We're gonna meet up and have some fun together.
Yeah,
So
we
why
are.
not, come in the night before, let's all get together for a meet and greet even before we get on the cruise. But the cruise will be exciting. It's a great ship. It's tons of things to do.
I love Freedom. Freedom is
Oh,
one of the nicer ships. And I was just telling the group, I saw a few things. I see a couple of groups that are actually putting together cruises that are kind of blueprinting ours. And I'm like, wow, I feel really flattered because it seems like our blueprint of this particular ship, this cruise, people are starting to move in on this type of movement. Like
yeah, well, we've been putting it
we have
out
some
there.
momentum going.
Yeah, we've been putting it out there, and people are seeing it too, right? And they're scratching their heads and saying,
And it just came from the channel. It's an idea because we really want to celebrate people who are part of this channel, whatever they do, whatever entity they are in. We wanted to bring everyone together and not exclude anyone. We wanted to just make it a full, wholesome, fun, positive vibes cruise. And that's what it is.
Absolutely. Family is invited. Absolutely. It's a family cruise. So if you're coming single, if you're coming with somebody, if you're coming with your husband, your significant other, your wife, whatever it is, family, kids,
Right.
whatever, friends, yeah, just bring them all. Bring them
Just bring them
all.
all. Bring them
Bring them
all. Now,
all.
can you give us some information regarding the cabins and the pricing? We know everyone. Of course, you guys know that it's a $200 deposit that's due. December 15th is the deadline.
What's coming up? I mean, December 15th is what? The 7 days. It's a week
It's
from
Thursday.
today.
Wow.
It's a week from today, so definitely get your deposits in a week from today. Now, there's three different types of cabins, right? So you have
Okay.
your inside cabin, which is basically there's no windows, you can't see out, but you're probably not going to spend a lot of time in the cabin anyway, right? So that rate is $846 for the cabin, right? So $423 per person because it is based on double occupancy. So if you're single in the room, you got to basically pay the price of the cabin, right? So again, cabin for an inside is $846, $423 per person, which is nothing. Ocean view room where you do have a window, so that's $966 total,
Okay.
$483 per person.
Okay.
All right. And the last is a balcony. And that's where you can walk out. You actually have a nice little balcony. You can sit out, watch the ocean. If we're
He's
docked, you can look at
here.
land. It's beautiful. 1,084 total.
Very
$542
reasonable.
Okay.
per person.
Now repeat the balcony view once more.
Yep, the balcony rate is $1,084. $1,084 total. That's for the cabin. $542 per person because again, it is based on double occupancy.
Double occupancy.
Yep, right.
So your $200 deposit takes away minus 200.
Yep, that's right. Yeah, so the $200 is for the cabin. That's not even per person. So it's basically
Right.
$100 per person for the deposit. But it's going to be due. The total's going to be due in another month and a half. So
Okay.
just
So
keep that in
so
mind.
now we have to look at the deposit date, December 15th. Now remember, we've had over almost 2 years.
That's right.
But I'm glad to see that the numbers of the booking keep increasing. And that's the momentum, and that's what we want to keep that drive going.
Absolutely. No
So it's
question.
very important that we're going to start, once we get everything locked in with our group and everyone who's going, then we're going to move forward with payments and final payment dates as well.
Absolutely.
Because then we're going to start locking in the itinerary so you can know what's going on, get your outfits ready, just get your everything ready, pretty much.
Right.
Of what you like to do, how your look, the different themes that we're going to have, and everything else, and the fun that we're going to have. I can't wait. It's right before. It's not during hurricane season. Put it that way.
Correct.
We're nowhere near hurricane season at all. Not
That's
a week
right.
before, not a weekend, not a day before, not a day after. It is going to be months before hurricane season. So don't you worry.
It's a
It's
great
not.
time.
It's out of the. It's nowhere near us.
That's right. That's
Right?
right. Yeah. So, what questions are out there about the cruise?
Do we have any other questions out
I know
there?
somebody was asking about. So was somebody actually asking about parking at the terminal?
Right. We had a question that came in on the email.
Okay.
Um, under the was it the Train with Tommy email about parking. Now we had gone to the port a couple of weeks ago,
Yep.
and there's a lot of decks like inside garages that you can park your car in.
Absolutely. There's
And
plenty of parking. There's
okay,
plenty of parking at the terminal. In fact, they've built these terminals everywhere, not even just in Miami, but even up here in New Jersey, New York. Well,
okay.
New Jersey, New York has its own challenges, but definitely more than enough space to be able to park if you're going to be driving over to the terminal. I don't know. Is Miami? I know Fort Lauderdale's undergoing a lot of construction. Is Miami? I can't
There
remember.
it
If
is.
Miami,
There is
yeah,
construction.
yeah, that's right. Yep, that's
It's
the
not a
point.
lot. I mean, it's not. It's
Yeah,
really really compartmentalized. I mean, it's
but
not like it's not all over the place.
no,
So
you're
you,
right. But I thought I remember though around that Miami. I mean around the Royal Caribbean terminal in particular. I
yeah,
think there's a lot of construction around there. So
there was. I think it's Terminal A.
yeah. So just be careful with that. I would say if you are driving, hopefully it'll be relieved by that time, but you
Right.
never know because they're doing a lot of construction. I think what they're doing too is they're building a new MSC terminal as well.
Bless you.
So there's a
Yes.
lot of great work. I mean, a lot of good things
You
are
should
going in the
see
cruising
that.
industry,
I mean,
man.
you should see that port entrance
It's
for a Royal
crazy.
Caribbean. It's
It's
really
insane.
nice.
Yeah, they
It's
built a nice port.
oh,
They
you
built a
can see
really
it
nice
right
port.
like Star Island, which is really like literally across the waterway. I
Yeah,
mean, you had a full, beautiful view. I mean, the port of Miami is just conveniently located. It's right downtown. It's
yep.
right next to the FTX arena, which we said, of course, is no longer going to be named FTX after the whole cryptocurrency scandal. However, there's plenty of things to do if you are staying in that area. But we're going to be on South Beach the night before, just to let everyone know.
Oh, perfect,
We're
perfect.
going to be on South Beach. We're not going to let anyone get blurry, quote unquote. But we just want everyone to just have a good old time and just kind of relax, let themselves just, feel the whole vibe of Miami and continue on with the cruise.
Yeah, I have mine. I have my hotel room already, so I'm already prepared.
Woohoo!
Oh yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready. I got
Now,
a hotel
Felicia, where
already.
did you stay? Where did you stay, Felicia? Because she mentioned it to us on the last show.
I
Where did
think
you?
it was the Holiday Inn.
Okay,
Okay.
Yeah.
and that's right across the street, right?
Across the street from Bay Street. Yeah.
Okay,
Oh, that's perfect.
yeah. So
Yeah,
just
that's a
try
good location.
to get
Good
down there. I mean,
enough.
the rates are probably really good even around that time, and you can catch a good room rate for the night, and then the next morning check out.
Okay.
Yep.
All right.
And
That's
let
it.
me
You're
know
good to
too. So
go.
if you are having any issues getting a room, or if
Okay.
you want to see if you can get a better rate, you can always reach out to me as well. I can either see if Royal Caribbean has better rates because
Okay.
typically, they have some rates as well. And then I
Oh,
have my own database of suppliers that I can go to look for rates for hotels.
okay. Very good. Another question was the birth certificate issue versus passport. It's one of a friend of ours that is not able to obtain a passport due to some type of an issue. And
Well, what's
he
the
wants to
well?
go on the cruise.
This might be a one-off. Do we know what the issue is that they can't get a
Can
passport?
I reveal it? Should I? Am I mentioning that? I think he's dealing with some type of paying alimony or some type of child support. I don't know, something along that line. So he's
Got
not
it.
able to. They're not able to get a passport.
Got it.
How does that work?
Okay, so you would need to. They would definitely need to have an original birth certificate. So that would mean they
Okay,
would have to go, to I
that's what
guess
I
the
was
city or
thinking.
town
So
of
you
their
get.
birth, correct,
Mm-hmm.
and they can get it, from whatever
Okay.
the government office is in
Right.
their where they were born.
Okay.
So they should
So
be
that
able to
I
get
mean,
it.
we're just trying to get answers because just trying to talk, phone talk, whatever. We're here,
No,
so I just want to be
absolutely. Birth certificate, but you also need
right
another form
down
of
the
ID.
water.
So you need a driver. Definitely have to have a driver's license. So you have to have
Okay,
a driver's license, and you'll have to have that original birth certificate.
an
Those are
original
two
birth
things
certificate.
you
So a
have
lot
to
of
have.
times people do not have the original. They may have gotten
Nope,
duplicates.
that's not going to work for the cruise line. No,
Really?
no, nope.
Okay.
And they are very clear about that.
Okay.
They're very clear about that. So that's why I tell my clients, and this is important, unless it's an exception like this, and
Okay.
I don't even like exceptions, by the way, I'm going to tell you, get a passport. Don't come to me with a birth. Do not come to me with a birth certificate.
Right.
Because personally, I'm going to turn you away. Okay.
Right.
That's just the way I do business. I want, especially for a cruise or any international trip, well, you're going to need it anyway. But for a cruise, you better have your birth certificate, because I'm not dealing. GTB Dream Vacations isn't dealing with that. Come with your passport.
So if you don't have a passport,
how to get one, then you talk to me, and I can talk you through how to get one, and we'll.
Because there are ways you can get. I mean, there's probably ways. I'm sure.
Absolutely.
You know, you can't deny someone.
Correct, but if it's something, if it's something else going on, like you had just mentioned, that's an exception where they're not going to be able to get one. But if you're capable of getting a passport,
okay,
you better
because
get.
I don't think they quite know. They weren't sure. So that was just a question that was posed.
They should investigate it and get a passport, if they can get one.
So, but if not, no, we're not encouraging anyone, but we don't want this don't come with the driver's license and a birth certificate.
Exactly, right.
Because if something happens to you on the island,
correct,
you're going to have a lot of difficulties returning.
That's it. Yep, and that's my issue with the original birth certificate, because you have to carry that around. Right. And what if something happens to that? And not necessarily, you don't necessarily need to have your passport per se when you get off. Like, in some locations when you get off, if you have some form of ID, that's fine. But what if something happens, right? You just don't know. You want to make sure that you prepare for any type of risk situation. And the best way to do that, in my opinion, if you're an American citizen, especially, is to have a U.S. passport.
Perfect.
Yep.
Perfect. This is really good to know. I mean, so again, you guys, we're on the countdown side. We're on the other side, less than 14 days away. And that is what we're working with right now. So make sure that you lock your cabin in. It's very important, because we can't, I don't just do it. I'm not even giving you any options. Call Tony Bell. The number's underneath, 678-520-4743. Again, 678-520-4743. That's the place to be. And that's all I can really say. I mean, that's what I want to say. But with all due said, we have another friend who I see in the building, and we want to bring him in at this time. We wanted him to come in on Tuesday. Actually, wanted him to come in on Monday because of the special election that was happening. And I'm just going to stop talking right now. Let's welcome Ron Rice.
Oh, wait. No. Oh, see, why'd you do this?
I had to.
Why did you do this? I can't hear him.
Wait, let's unmute him. Wait a minute. Okay.
I can't hear him.
Wait, I'm trying to unmute.
We're trying. This is your life, Tony Bell.
Oh my God, that's exactly what. Man, I was gonna call you. Seriously, last night you were on my mind, so I must have known that you were gonna show. You've been on my mind heavy over the last couple of days, man.
Oh man, blessings to you, bro. Dean, that's my Dean right there. How you doing, man?
Good to see you, my man. Good to see you, bro.
This is the most ironic. The best thing that is happening. Okay, both of my very good friends right here, right in front of me.
That's
Ron
right.
Rice Jr., Tony Bell, both graduates of American University in Washington. Both brothers of Alpha Phi Alpha, but most importantly, even deeper, Tony Bell was the dean of Ron's line. So
That's right.
Pledged Ron.
Big brother Osiris.
Oh, man, that's great. I can't even speak. I'm still in shock right now.
New Jersey natives.
That's right.
What can I say? Welcome, Ron Rice, to the show. Welcome.
Thanks, Renita. Thank you, everybody. It's great to be here.
Thank you. Let me pull up I want to pull up your icon here. So Ron Rice, everyone, we go way back, okay? So if you're from New Jersey, Ron's dad, Ron Rice Sr., is is historically the longest running senator in the state of New Jersey.
Yeah, the longest serving African American state legislator in the history of the New Jersey legislature.
Big up.
awesome. I mean, even
Yeah.
when I was back in my in the 90s,
Yeah.
you know, it was like the whole council was just the best.
Yes,
And that
indeed.
was under the leadership of Sharp James. I mean, it
Yeah.
was just big. Your dad was there, and they held Newark, New Jersey down.
No doubt. No doubt.
You know, it's amazing. And of course, you following your dad's footsteps,
Indeed.
you
Indeed.
know, you were on the council and you became council president.
I didn't become council president, but
Okay.
served on the budget committee, which means I was in charge of the money, which is more important.
Okay, okay. But it's just awesome, and I'm so glad you're here because you know politics. That's your thing. That's your background. Can you share
Indeed.
with us a little bit? Share with the audience, the viewing audience, because again, this is replayed over and over again, and we
Sure.
want to know you. The viewers want to know who you are.
Yeah, no, thank you for the opportunity. I won't take up too much time. So after I left politics, as Renita said, I was on city council for 8 years. I came in with Cory Booker, who is now Senator Booker. I was part of the Booker team for Newark. Did a lot of really major changes, really built on the back of Sharp James and what he had done in the city. And when you see all the new buildings and the things that are coming to Newark, we had a hand in bringing a lot of that. We had a hand in bringing back local control of our school district,
Yes.
which was under state operation in the 8 years I was in office. Yeah, so Newark runs its own school district now after like 20 years of being out of compliance. And now I'm in DC, living in Maryland. I'm the senior director for government relations with the National Alliance of Public Charter Schools. So that's just a big title for me. I'm a federal lobbyist for charter schools, and been doing that for 8 years. And got married, had two wonderful kids. Tony Bell is one of the
Break it up a
godparents of
little.
one of my little ones. I
They're
would have no other way.
so adorable. They're so adorable.
Thank you. They take after their
They're
mama,
like
not me.
Instagram stars over there.
Take after their mama, not daddy. That's for sure. So
Oh, wow, nice.
no. But I also have a platform that we're just starting, so it's a little raggedy. It's called a curious underscore formula on IG and on YouTube and on TikTok and on Facebook, and I just kind of do a quick, dirty sort of look at politics
Yeah.
in a way that the mainstream media doesn't do. I tell you the truth, whether you like it or not, and I'm pretty good at prognosticating. You know, in the midterm elections just happened. I
Oh,
told well, 2 months ago, I told everybody that the GOP was going to win the House, but
yes, you
that the
did.
Democrats were going to hold the Senate and increase it by one. So it's documented. I got receipts. I'm the only one that said it. If you watch any of the mainstream media, and people were like, "Well, how did you find that out?" So I said, "Well, let's talk about politics after the midterm elections." That's what we're going to do. We're talking about politics. We're going to talk about policies. We're going to talk about when the Republicans are lying to you, when the Democrats are lying to you. We're no respecter of person. This is the new no spin zone on our platform. So check us out. We're glad
Yeah,
to
I've watched the
have
show. I love
conversations.
the podcast. It is very informative, and you definitely keep me on the cusp and the edge of what's happening in politics. I love the show.
Thank
You
you.
guys have to watch it. It's great. And again, it's at curious underscore formula
Yep.
on
And
Instagram.
we'll get better with the bells and whistles. We'll get better with it we're building it as we fly it. But
And
we're
you
gonna
know
get
what I
better.
like how you introduce it as sports. Like you're pulling it, you
That's right.
relate it to sports. You
That's
call it
right. Hello, sports fans.
Hey, all sports fans.
That's
So I'm
it.
like all in already, and it brings me in, and I love that. I love that take on it, Ron. It's really awesome. So if you guys
Well,
really want to get the cutting edge of politics, you know, throughout the country,
yeah,
throughout what's happening currently within our sector and our environment and our communities,
for sure.
check out Ron Rice's show at curious underscore formula.
Yes.
And of course, you know, Ron has it going on. He is popping. And his name is Tony Bell. This is great. I'm like, I can't do it. I can't get any better than this right now. So really, really good. Tell us, you know, because again, you were supposed to come on Monday.
Yeah.
And now we're post-election out with the Georgia Senate race.
Yeah.
So, I mean, it wasn't a landslide.
No. And there's some reasons for that. You know, when I told you this is no spin zone here. So, you know, first of all, shout out to Raphael Warnock for winning re-election. Good alpha man, but also a good legislator. He deserved to be reelected. But what I tell people is I got to put cool water on your expectations about it. Georgia is not a purple state, folks. It is still very much a red Republican state. And as good of a candidate as Warnock was, and as bad, historically bad of a candidate that Herschel Walker was, Herschel Walker almost won. And that tells me one thing, that if the Republicans had nominated a normal, mainstream conservative Republican, he would have beaten Warnock.
Yep.
And he wouldn't have taken a runoff to do it. He would have beaten him on November 8th. And the proof is that Governor Kemp basically shellacked Stacey Abrams in the first round. And he's a mainstream Republican. Warnock wins because Herschel Walker was a Trumper. And independent voters ain't voting for Donald Trump ever again, and they ain't voting for Trumpers. And so that, plus it being a historically bad candidate, meant that he lost. But it was close. And that should be a warning to people that for all the work Stacey Abrams did to transform that state, we got some more work we got to do.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you think happened with Stacey Abrams within her election? What was the downfall? Like what happened?
Unfortunately, Tip O'Neill, the former Speaker of the House of Representatives, once said that all politics is local.
Okay.
And I think Stacey Abrams, after her first run, became a celebrity. She became a superstar. I mean, she was in demand everywhere around the country.
Right.
She was on the short list to be on the vice presidential ticket with Joe Biden. She did so well. And so she became a national person. And it's hard. It's very difficult for you to go back home again and just be the Georgian, just be the Georgia girl that everybody knew and voted for. And so that was part of it. I think secondly, Governor Kemp imposed a lot of voter suppression laws that made it more difficult for folks to vote in that state. He threw a lot of black voters off the rolls, and it was hard to find those people again to get them back on the voting rolls again, which complicated her. And then lastly, Brian Kemp really was popular, mainly because Republicans like the fact that he beat back Trump. Republicans in Georgia don't like Donald Trump, and when he challenged Georgians and said, find me a couple of thousand votes, they didn't like that, and he ran somebody against Kemp in the primary, former Senator Perdue, and Kemp whooped his tail. And so I knew then that this was going to be a tougher race to hold. And the last thing is, from what I'm hearing, people I know worked in the campaign, they raised a lot of money and they blew a lot of money early. Okay. So that when it came time for TV at the end, Stacey Abrams, who had raised so much money for everybody else, basically ran out of money at the end of the race when you can't run out of money. So, yeah.
Interesting.
So what happens in 2024?
Oh,
wow, man, I ain't got enough time to talk about 2024, man. As much as it, but hey, look at this, look at this.
What do you know?
Happy belated Founders Day, bro. Happy belated Founders Day, man.
Happy belated Founders Day, fellas.
Hey,
you had me digging in the crates, man. I had to go.
Hey, digging in the crates. I like that. It still fits, though. Don't worry about it. It still fits, Fred. Don't worry.
I got black to go, but I got inkwell on. So.
That's how we do it.
That's it. That is it. Good to see you, bro.
This whole election, like I said, everybody's eyes are glued open. We are in it. Like everybody, seriously, if you weren't in politics before, you are in it now deep.
Sure were.
Yeah. No, you're right.
We have Florida, we have Ron DeSantis. We're down here. We got a lot of stuff going on. And we're trying to get through some things. We're trying to maneuver and trying to get things to be on a playing equal field down here.
Yeah. Well, I think 2024 is going to be interesting to Tony's question.
Okay.
The one thing I say on my channels and on my platforms, and I'm clear about it, and you can take this to the bank, Donald Trump will never sniff the presidency again. And the reality is that my most viewed piece has been the 5 reasons why Donald Trump will never be elected president again on TikTok. Okay. It has about 15,000 likes, and I was surprised because I was like, "Wow, it wasn't that interesting." But people really wanted to hear it. But the thing I said, I'm not going to go through
the top 5. Can you?
Well, I can give you the quick 5 without going in depth. But the first thing is that he announced way too early. 2 years to be an active candidate. This opens you up to all kinds of scrutiny that you don't have to have when you announce like 6 months before the election or a year before the election, because when you're an announced candidate, you open yourself up to scrutiny. And this man already has way too much scrutiny. He's going to get even more, and he's going to have lawsuits, and he's got other things that are going to be pending. So his brand is already tarnished. You're giving yourself 2 years to tarnish your brand even more before the voters in Iowa even have a chance to vote. The second reason is independents will never vote for Donald Trump again. You know, it's how he beat Hillary Clinton in 2016. He got the majority of the independents. Most people in America are not Democrats and Republicans. They're independents. And independents are the ones who decide elections, not Democrats, not Republicans. And he beat Hillary Clinton because he got the independent vote. But they abandoned him in his midterm in 2018. The Democrats beat the Republicans. He lost it. He lost them again in 2020 when Joe Biden beat him and won the independents. And then now we're in 2022, and independents, they abandoned every Trumper endorsed candidate that Trump endorsed lost, and lost big, some small, but some big, but they all lost. And so they're never going back to him again. He's poison to them. And without independence, you can't win the presidency. And so that's the other reason. The last thing is, the third reason is he's not going to have his same team with him. Most of those chiefs of staff, people in this campaign, have abandoned him. They all think he's crazy. And look no further than Jared and Ivanka. They already made public statements that they're not going to be involved in the campaign. They're going to concentrate on their family. Yeah. And so when your own chief sort of, go-to guy and Jared and your daughter who you trust a lot more than those stupid sons of his, he's not going to have his infrastructure. The new governor of Arkansas was his press secretary. Like, they've all left and they've all abandoned. They've all gotten shows on Fox News. So he's not going to have them. But I won't bother you with the other two because they're minor. But those are the three major reasons why. And it's just not going to happen. But the question is, who is going to be the Republican nominee? And that's a whole. I'll do a show about that in about 2 weeks.
Do you think it will be DeSantis?
No.
DeSantis? Okay.
Really?
No. I think DeSantis is the wonder boy of the moment. Okay. But 2 years is a long time, and I'll give you a good example. And Barack Obama announced for president in 2008. In 2006 is when he came on the march, because he gave the great speech in 2004 at the convention.
Right.
But did anybody really think he could beat Hillary Clinton 2 years out? The answer is no.
Right. No. Exactly.
And he wasn't the favorite. Hillary Clinton was the favorite. Yep. But there was something rustling in the grassroots of the Democratic Party. They didn't want Hillary Clinton. So, but she was the odds-on favorite because she was the name you knew, and she had been there forever. And DeSantis was just the flavor of the month. Okay. There is no way that DeSantis could run on a platform of what he's done in Florida, and run that nationwide and think he's going to win the states that really matter going forward. And the second reason is, the reason why Trump and DeSantis can't win is there will be a third party candidate, a Republican, who will run as a third party for mainstream, conservative, regular Republicans to vote for, to keep extremists out of the White House. Okay. Now, that cancels out the Republican vote, and it means that Joe Biden is going to win for re-election again, because the Republican Party is fighting a war amongst itself. It's the MAGA, Trump, extreme Republicans against the mainstream, conservative, middle-of-the-road Republicans. And DeSantis is just a step down from Trump. He's extreme, and they know that it's tearing their party apart. They're not going to support Trump. They're not going to support somebody like DeSantis too. They will support somebody like what some of these new, young, and up-and-coming governors. Larry Hogan wants to run. Oh yeah. There's some other more traditional conservatives that are running. They don't have the baggage that Ted Cruz has or DeSantis has. Yep. And that's what you got. People like Nikki Haley, who used to be the governor of South Carolina. She was an ambassador to the UN. She's a woman. She's of mixed heritage, and she represented a Southern Republican state in South Carolina. So she's somebody to look out for. There's a couple of other folks out there, but she's probably the most attractive because she doesn't have the stink of Donald Trump on her. Sure. And that's going to be important. So you heard it here first.
I love Donald Trump, man.
In 2 years, this
is good, brother.
Yeah. Trust me. Yeah, in a nutshell, all the viewers, there you have it.
There you have it.
This is phenomenal. Thank you for being our political analyst for the show. And
Anytime.
again, we have our
You gotta drop through more
analyst,
often, Ron. This is nice, man.
Ron Rice.
It is.
Anytime, man. I'll give you a bite size every time. Every time.
Yeah. That's
Dropping
great.
jewels. Thank you so much. And again, you can check Ron Rice out on at curious_formula. That's on Instagram. You're on Facebook as well. TikTok.
That's it for everything. TikTok is where I kind of give you a quick 3-minute thing every day. The TikTok, Instagram, YouTube, and Facebook. That's what it is. Curious_formula.
Wow.
Take it away. Thank you so much. That's the political knowledge and the
brother and my friend. I love you, brother.
Love you too. Love you all, everybody in the squares. I love you all. Take care. Thanks for the chance.
Love you. Take care, Ron. We'll see you soon.
Bye, guys.
So much. All right. There you have it. And that is our political guru. That is your frat brother over there, you guys. And of course, we're all in the panhandle together. American University. There you go.
You're gonna get it for that one. You're gonna get it for that one. You know.
Some alpha points on that one.
I had to do it to you, Tony. I had to do it to you.
I'm still in shock.
I know. I this was a moment.
Always nice to see you, brother Tony.
Absolutely, brother. Always.
That can be replayed forever. I'm super excited. Man. Okay. Man. We are so good. This is phenomenal. And again, everyone, we'll be seeing Ron on the cruise as well. So this is what's going on here. It's a movement, everyone. We give you all facets of what's happening in your backyard.
That's right.
Take heed, listen, play it back, get some knowledge, because we love to share our jewels, our interests, and our experience. And that's why we're here on this platform, building positive vibes.
That's
what it's all about. So I'm super excited. Tony, this has been a great show. And I tell you, let me go back up here, and I just want to make sure that everyone does the right thing.
Yes,
do the right thing.
Call me and book this cruise.
There's nothing else going on.
Fun. I mean, the momentum is building. It's gonna be so much. It's just so much.
Yeah, I'm excited, and this is the first of many. And that's my thing. This is the kickoff. This is the jump off. You know, like I said, it was a vision that I actually had. And, you know, because the show had the platform, this was just a perfect marriage to do it with. You know what I mean? Just bringing everything together. Everyone that we see on the show, that comment, that chat, we'll be seeing them in person. So it's kind of like a big reveal.
It'll be great. It's going to be great to see everybody and put faces to names, which will be great. So
you can't wait to see Apple Crescent. Everyone's waiting to see Apple Crescent.
Okay. I love it.
Coming from the down under. So if anyone can come away from the down under, we'd love to see you right here in the United States. And we're waiting for you. And again, this is going to be one cruise of many, one event of many events that we will be putting together production-wise. We have different ventures that we're looking into now moving forward in the future. But we just want this one to just kick off and happen, because we've been waiting for a very long time for this cruise.
We have.
And again, like I said, I see momentum from our cruise that other people, and I'm like really happy. I may even go on some other cruises too, but that we set a blueprint for a lot of other groups to do a type of cruise as such as that we have going on.
Definitely setting the standard. That's what we're doing.
Setting the standard. I like that.
Standard. Yeah.
I love that a lot. Yeah. So, wow. So we're just going to keep numbers going and keep people plugged in. And again, if you want to book your cruise, please do it as soon as possible. Book your cabin. And we'll see you on April 28th to May 1st.
Good. Yeah, Apple Crescent just posted the link too. So you can use that link if you want to go ahead and register and pay your deposit directly through that link. And then if you have any questions, you can call me. If you want to book directly with me, you can do that too. And just give me a call at that number. So it'll be perfectly fine.
Don't forget, get your passport.
Get your passport. I love it. That's right. That's the main message from here, right? Get your passport. Because you're going to need it for other places too. You know, other than the cruise, you want to travel around the world and be able to see the world. And you
absolutely. Because I just got mine renewed a few months ago. And of course, it's for a nice big decade, 10 years. And, you know, when I went to Europe, it's like I plan on going again very soon within 10 years. Absolutely. So I'm good. You know what I mean? And anywhere else that I'd love to travel to, which, you know, we're going to be planning some excursions in the near future. Of course, with dream vacations.
That's right. That's right. I'm not
So I'm
froze.
happy. And again, thank you, Tony, for just working with the entire team. You are the travel expert. This is your thing, and you know how to put it together. So that's why we're relying on you 100%. And thank you for making this happen.
Definitely. I'm here. I'm here.
Jersey's going to be in the building. Everybody's going to be in the building.
Everybody's going to be in the building.
We're going to turn it out and turn it up.
Yep.
Because I mean, for this long of a wait, we're ready to have a really great time.
Yeah, we had to put it off, and because of COVID pushed us back, but we're here now. We're ready.
Now. So again, just once you get the itinerary, just start planning. What you like to do, because we have a few things that we're planning. Everyone,
that's right,
who's attending, and make sure you go onto the Freedom of the Seas Facebook group page. You can request to get invited into the group, but it is a private group. And if we see that you've booked, we'll find you on Facebook and we'll invite you in to be a part of our team, and of course, a part of the entire the cruise ship time that we're there.
Absolutely.
Okay, the duration is what I really want to say. The duration of the cruise. So
yeah.
Everything seems delayed for some reason, but we're going to get ready to sign off because we have some more things in the building and also brewing and cooking as we're speaking. And we'll be back on, everyone, to give you some more live up close entertaining news. But again, thank you for everyone who stopped through the powder room today. All the cornbreads. We had 3 cornbreads today.
Wow, that's right. 3 cornbreads. Thank you.
Bell, who's the main cornbread. We had Ron Rice Jr. come in, and we had Tommy Williams come in.
Love it.
The cornbread. And of course, we had the cupcakes. Okay. Where we don't drink the tea, we don't sip the tea. We cut the cake. And what do we do, Tony? We eat it too. All right. Thanks, everybody, for joining in and stopping through. We hope to see you the next time we come on the show and invite you in to spend some time with us and rocking out. So be safe, be blessed, and we'll see you next time. Thanks, everyone.
Have a good night.
Have a great evening. Bye.
All right.
Bye, Tony.
Bye.